Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. So we're going to service these drive motors on this Bobcat T250, and we're going to use this synthetic gear lubricant that's sold by Bobcat. And the guys at the Bobcat store, the dealership, told me that this is the exact right amount and right type of fluid for the drive motors in these T250s. So should be a pretty straightforward deal. Okay, so the machine is positioned so that the Allen drain bolt hole is right at the bottom. Help if I reverse the wrench, and we're pulling the drain plug out right now. Put our drain pan up in here to catch it. And a lot of people don't use the synthetic gear lube. I was told everything from just use 80 weight gear oil in these to 10W40 motor oil. And like I said, honestly, it took the guys at Bobcat about a half hour to figure out that this is the lube for these T250 motors. Okay, while that's draining, these covers that cover the track adjuster, for some reason I did get this equipment used, and it doesn't have these covers on the other track. So I'm gonna take these off, and I've got some scrap aluminum, and I'm gonna make some nice diamond plate aluminum covers for the other side. Okay, I've got this aluminum diamond plate that's about the same thickness of that plate, even though this plate's steel. And so I'll mark out with a pencil where I want to cut it, and I'll use a plasma cutter to roughly make this shape. We're missing the bolts on that side also, but thanks to this bolt organizer, I've got some. Okay, so it looks like all of the oil has run out of that drive motor. Doesn't look to me like that's as much as what's in that little bottle. Maybe it is though. So I'm going to move the drain hole to the very top, put all of this in, then move the drain hole to 90 degrees and make sure we've got some coming out, but not like half of this. All right. Okay, we've got the oil hole on our drive motor pretty much at the top. Doesn't have to be exactly at the top because the book says how to check it is to put it at 90 degrees. So it's above that, so all the oil should go in. Now, what I'm not positive about is this cap is supposed to be able to just go in there and put, and it looks like it will. Okay, so we'll take the seal off the top of this. Okay, and then without spilling it or getting anything inside of it, I'll cut the very tip of this nozzle off. Okay, so now I've got a fairly small nozzle on the end of this container of oil. So we'll put it in. And what I want to do is make sure that it all goes in the hole and into the drive motor instead of running down the side. Okay. I could probably do that. I've got a little device I've made up, and I'm going to get it because I think it'll make it easier. Okay, so I've just got a piece of tubing with a little hose barb, and that fits right in there and will allow this oil to drain down in there. I think maybe a little easier than trying to squirt it in sideways from this tube. So we'll just still put our oil right there. And this oil, it doesn't say anything on it about the thickness or the viscosity, but it's very thick. I can see that just from squirting it out into here. Like I said, I just want to make sure that all of this goes into this drive motor. as opposed to running down the side. And I've got some that spilled out already. Wipe that off just to kind of keep track of it, make sure not much of it dropping off. And basically this just flows really slow because it's super thick. Okay, and that's actually not working very well. Look how, I mean, this stuff is super thick. Just barely coming out of that hole as it is. So I've got one more. I'm gonna let that drain all into there. I've got one other idea. I've got some little oil change syringes, and we'll see if that doesn't work a little better. Okay, so I've got this little 20 milliliter syringe, and it's got a nice little hose on the end of it. I'm going to pour this oil in. Okay, and like I said, this is almost the consistency of like a glue. So it's not going to run in there real easily. But I think I might be able to use a syringe to slide it in there. Oh yeah, look at that, that's working pretty good. Oops, overfilled. There we go. So that's one thing, is if you slide that back in there a little farther, it seems like it goes in a little easier. So let's try refilling our syringe and see if that works. Or continues to work. So I've not even got half the bottle in yet. I have a bigger syringe, and I just wanted to try this with the small one to see if it was going to work. But it looks like it will. And again, it's not hardly going in there at all. Feed our plunger back in. And then just slowly this would be great if you were like rebuilding these, or they're brand new and they were laying on a bench, because then you could just tip that up and let it flow in there. But that's not what we got going on. Okay, and that 20 milliliters went in a lot better. Okay, so here's 20 cc, here's 300 cc. So this will be big enough. I kind of wish I had like probably a 150, one about half this size, but I don't. And I got these syringes off Amazon. So if you're looking for something like that, they are handy for dealing with small fluids in odd places. So zoom back a little bit, you can see this. Okay, so now I'm going to pour all of this in there, and it's going to easily fit, is a nice thing. Let's tighten up our drain bolt, and then we'll drive it around a little bit, put it at 90 degrees and check it. Okay, so let's drain this one. All right, and while that's draining, let's go make our little covers for these holes. Not bad, not bad. Okay, this got a little off, but it's okay. Let's see if I can do the hole. That'll work. All right, and I'll take those over to the grinder and clean them up a little bit, and we'll put those on the machine as soon as we're done changing the drive motor oil. Okay, now I'll put these covers that I made on this track frame. All right, and that's going to cover those holes. And for a little finishing touch, there we go. And I'll probably paint this whole thing this winter, but for now, that'll work. All right, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day and stay safe.